Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. So finally, once again, we have a brand new Chanel collection. And this one's called Chanel Energy et Purite, or of course, Energy and Purity. I personally have been looking forward to this collection for several months, ever since I spotted the amazing highlighter up at the Beauty Boutique in Aventura. They usually get all of the new collections several months in advance, so I was able to see it, feel it, touch it, completely fall in love with it. But of course I wanted to wait till it was available at Nordstrom, and now it is. It's widely available, Chanel.com, Nordstrom department stores. Do not hesitate if you see something that you like, because the last time I checked, both tweed blushes were already sold out on Chanel.com, and they are flying fast. But of course, the entire collection revolves around this idea of the harmony of opposites. So you have energy, or very bright, vibrant, bold shades paired next to, or I guess I should say contrasted with, the purity side, so very soft, demure, more muted tones. There's a little something for everybody. To kick things off, there are two new nail polishes with this collection, Blue Pastel and Resplendissant, which is limited edition. And these kind of embody the entire collection with the soft blue contrasting with the bright pink. There are two new Rouge Allure glosses, and these are more like lip lacquers than the traditional gloss. The actual product is in the pop-up packaging. And this is Energy, a vibrant orange shade, and Vibration, a bright coral, which this one is also limited edition. There are three Rouge Coco Shine lipsticks, all limited edition, and this is the more sheer but very hydrating formula. There's Coral Radieux, Rouge Lumiere, and Rose Ravissant, which in person is a much more pastel pink. There are also two new eyeshadow quads, and both of these are limited edition, and they are both so beautiful. I wanted to show you them next to each other just so you could kind of compare. Jardin Éclatant, hopefully I'm saying that somewhat right. This is basically my dream quad. It's warm with a beautiful light pink and highlight shade, and the browns are very rich and very buttery, and both of these palettes are much more creamy and pigmented than the other eyeshadow quads. Jardin de Lumiere is a little bit unexpected. So there's a greenish, a bluish, and a purple-ish shadow. But even though it's more cool and jewel-toned, it's very wearable, soft. This honestly could be a dark horse favorite because you can really create a lot of beautiful looks with this. Of the entire collection, I would say there are three pieces that are going to be very hard to get your hands on, kind of the stars of the show, if you will. And two of those are the Duo Tweed blushes. These blushes are very pigmented, even for Chanel, so just keep that in mind. And this is Tweed Coraline. It's a beautiful coral shade. And this was swatched with a blush brush. This is Tweed Cherry Blossom, a bold cherry cheek color, and again I swatched this with a blush brush. This, however, is how pigmented they are. This was swatched with my finger. These blushes are both very creamy, very easy to apply. Of course, they are limited edition, and just in case the camera really didn't pick it up very well, they have a little bit of gold shimmer kind of woven into the tweed, or that's kind of the effect, is that it's woven into the tweed that's embossed right on top of both blushes. So it's very beautiful on the skin. Last but certainly not least is my favorite piece of the collection, and that is the Plissé Lumière de Chanel illuminating powder. It's a highlighter. It's absolutely beautiful. I want to say, I know I alluded to it or mentioned it in my cruise collection video because, as I mentioned, I had seen it, spotted it at the Beauty Boutique, but this is it in all of its glory. So the packaging, the box is a little bit different. It has kind of like this texture. It's the cream packaging, whereas usually a lot of the compacts come with just all black. But same kind of idea, you get the velvet protector case, which is really nice. And they kept the black compact, which to me is so amazing because it's sleek, it's beautiful, it's sexy. I don't like when they do the cream packaging for limited edition products like this. That made me very happy. Of course, you get a little moon brush and the protector, which just pops right out. And this is the highlighter. It is the perfect shade. It is just absolutely beautiful. I think all skin tones are going to look gorgeous with this highlight. It is, of course, the highlight that I'm wearing on my cheeks. I'll even apply a little bit more just to overkill it. I mean, why the heck not? It's such a pretty highlighter. But you can see you really get that bam highlight, which you usually don't when it comes to the Chanel highlighters. That's why I love it so much, is that you get so much pigment in that beautiful shimmery, see it from space glow that is so popular right now and is so perfect for summer. It's what I've always wanted from Chanel. In the past they had a camellia highlighter, but again, it wasn't quite as pigmented as this one. So that's why I love it so much. Of course, it has a beautiful pattern embossed on the actual product itself. But I also did some swatches just so you could kind of compare the color. So from left to right is the new Chanel, next to Burberry Nude, next to the Dior Nude, and then the last more white highlighter is NARS Albatross. So you can kind of see from this, it's definitely the most pinky flesh tone of the others, and that's really why I love it so much. Yes, of course, it is limited edition, and it does retail for $70. So it's a little bit pricey. However, for a Chanel highlighter, it's right on par. They never come out with a limited launch like this that's less than $70, not a highlighter at least. So would I say it's worth it? Absolutely, because it's a collector's item. It's something that you're going to use on special occasions. I think the color is so perfect. It's worth the price, in my personal opinion. Can you find cheaper highlighters? Yes. Are you going to find a cheaper Chanel highlighter? It's just not going to happen, and especially the way prices continue to go up on a lot of Chanel items. I don't know if you have noticed, but every year fragrance goes up. Limited edition products like this are just going to continue with that trend. So I personally love it. I'll be really sad whenever it's gone because, you know, that'll be the last of it. But, you know, Chanel's just going to keep pumping out great things. Overall, I would say this collection is beautiful. Between the blushes and the lipsticks are really beautiful. I love the contrasting colors with the really bright bolds and the softer shades. I think they really speak to the everyday woman who wants something that she can throw on quick every day, but also wants to step up her game for date night or the weekend, so you have some brighter shades too. There's a little bit for everybody. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, leave me any of your comments or questions down below. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe.